everybody, and welcome to this special uh, little episode of the Los Wise Guys podcast. We are doing a quick clip review of Dota Dragon's Blood Season 3. So let's just jump right in. But before that, I am one of your hosts, Eslam, aka Rod God of the Sun, accompanied by Dan, Emperor Disco, and our special guest for today, Sir Jorge of Giorgio. Got it right
Yeah,
this
you
time.
got it right this time. Yeah. You know
Uh,
what? We're gonna stop the hate mail now. All the
Yeah.
Spanish people gave you a pass.
It's gonna call him off.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment below. Let us know what you guys think. We love hearing from you always. Go check out the Los Wise Guys website, loswiseguys.com. And, go give us a follow on social media. All right, without further ado, let's jump in to some Dota.
Dota.
So this is Dota 2, the video game. I wanted to show some slides from the video game first. So this is the video game, some characters from the video game that we haven't seen really in the show that we might get to see later on. But so far it looks interesting, similar art style. Obviously, they kept a similar art style from the show to the game. Still don't know what the game's about, but
Not a clue. Never played it either.
But this is a still from, I guess, a session within the game. It looks like I guess this is what you would call an MM. Uh, oh fuck, what is it?
ORP or something.
ORPG, something like that. Henry, if you're still on, let us know what the fuck we're talking about.
MMOR. It's an MMORph.
Yeah,
It's
um,
AARP.
but I guess it's in the same sense as like World of Warcraft. Uh, but yeah, and maybe for those who listen that know this, and I'm getting it completely wrong, and they're cursing my name, I apologize.
It's
But
like
we're
we
gonna
don't
move
Dumbass, it's
on.
an online multiplayer. Blah, blah, blah.
because we clearly don't know what the fuck it is.
Yeah. But we do know what the show is, right? So Dota Dragon's Blood. It's been a really cool show about dragons, about dragon knights, sorcerers, uh, deities, and a whole lot of magic, a whole lot of fighting, and lots and lots of fun.
Yep.
One of our main
Uh,
characters here is Davion. We have the wizard. I forgot his name. This is Salamene. She's like the second coming of the moon goddess. This is Mene, the reincarnation of the original moon goddess. And this is the sun goddess. Also forgot her name. And then my man back here is Slyrak, the fire dragon. And the name reminds me of Slifer, the sky dragon from Yu-Gi-Oh! But
yeah, definitely.
his name is Slyrak.
He almost looks kind of like him.
Yeah.
That's a hard
I
name.
kind of,
Slyrak.
I kind of like Slyrak though.
Yeah.
It just sounds
Slyrak
like
is a lot better.
Sly kind of thing.
Yeah.
And also, side note, Killer Fox said it's MMORPG.
Yeah.
There we go. Boom.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Henry. We
Yo,
appreciate
Slyrak, that name sounds crazy. I'd
I'm
watch
about
it.
to name my first child Slyrak.
Hey, yo,
You know
Slyrak,
what?
come here.
You know what? You better. You said
You
it on.
Sly dog.
You said it on the
That's
Slyrak.
podcast. It has
That's
to
a
come true
pact,
now.
bro. You have to. Your first kid is gonna be named Slyrak.
At least the middle name. It doesn't have to be a first name.
Nah, it has to be the first name.
At least the middle name. I'll give you that.
They won't know whether he's a dragon or like a drug dealer from Chicago.
He's like, I swear it's my real name.
Yeah, whatever, Slyrak.
So
Oh, that looks insane.
so this is the wizard, and this is
Terrablade or something?
Terrablade, the main villain for the first two seasons and half of the third season, where the wizard kind of becomes the villain, but he's not really a villain. He's a heartbroken father who lost his daughter at a young age, and what the three seasons we're building up to is that Terrablade has been trying to kill all the dragons. Um, Sorry, Henry put in another thing in the chat. He says Dota is a MOBA, which is a multiplayer online battle arena. Again, thank you, Henry, for correcting us. Now, for those of you who have been cursing us for the last 10 minutes because we got it wrong, we got that shit right. Go fuck yourselves. So, Terrablade has been trying to kill all the dragons and collect their souls because they are the pillars of creation. and then he's trying to erase the current universe and recreate it in his own image. Now, the team that we saw earlier, and I'll go back with a couple.
Davion and the crew.
Yeah, so they combine forces without her because she's kind of evil too. But they combine forces and fight him and beat him in his realm. And once that happens, now you have all 8 souls. Now this wizard takes them, and then he does what Terrablade was about to do, but he puts everybody back in place with an exception of bringing his daughter back to life. Which then becomes you find out later in the show that he tried to do this 12,000 times because it takes practice creating a universe from scratch. So he's like
It's
sometimes
like a it's like a John Q scenario where the father's just doing the most for their kid.
Yeah.
He's just like, reset the universe.
Yeah, pretty
do
much.
it. Like,
And then so they're going through, some of them are starting to get their memories from the older universe back. They're like, this was us, but it's not really us. This is us now. There was a lot of back and forth, and at the ending of the season, the sun goddess ends up resetting the universe back to what it was before the wizard, right? So it resets, and then you see them all back at Terrablade's realm. They had just killed him. Davion is dead, I think, still. And but when the show ends, you see the wizard's daughter, Philomena, grown back, and the sickness that was on her skin disappears. So the cure was found. We don't know what the sun goddess did, but we will find out in season 4. Um, it was definitely
it was crazy. Just sorry to interject, but I just feel like it was crazy because you find out that he like resetted the universe like 2,000 or something times.
It was
and, like,
12,000 plus times.
12,000.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous. Just trying to get it right, and eventually they got to the current universe they're at, and still just he's still gonna do anything for his daughter.
Yeah.
Try to fix her.
And this guy didn't make like a rip in the timeline or something, doing it that much.
Nah, he created a whole new one, bro. Like he
Oh,
literally
wow.
collapsed the
It's just a
universe
reset,
and
yeah.
redid it, like as if
Sheesh.
he was God.
Yeah,
You know
this
what I
is
mean?
crazy. And this is a
Yeah.
cartoon. Like I told you guys before earlier, I don't watch anime like that, but that's crazy.
Well, this is not an
He's like,
anime.
I'd do that for Sarah Bear.
Um, but this is one of the characters. She has dope like fire sun powers. This is not the sun goddess though, but you know, this is the sun goddess. But yeah, and this is Terrorblade. I love the Terrorblade's design. He's a very cool character. You know.
Those horns are like almost Hellboy-esque.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
not like I totally pulled them off though.
I would
like
I would put a crown behind them too. You know, like Hellboy. He has that fire crown.
That'd have been too much like Hellboy.
Yeah,
but I totally agree.
Straight biting Hellboy.
Yeah, it's just like fuck it, why not?
Right.
But Hellboy, yeah, I love that crown so much. It's one of the coolest things I've ever seen.
Yep.
But that is Dota Dragon's Blood season 3. Disco, what did you think of this new season?
I enjoyed it. I like how like the first 2 episodes of this season were just kind of like action packed. You see a lot of dragon action and sorcery powers, and it was pretty cool. And then I especially liked the way he beat Terrorblade.
Yeah.
Just like he used all the dragons. Spoilers. He used like all the dragons, and then as a human, he was just like, I don't need the dragons. He just stabbed them with like this.
Yeah,
this
so he
dragon
used
blade.
all the dragons to break down that armor, and now he was exposed, and then all he needed was that knife, and he just like stuck it in his chest, and
and Terrorblade like already counted him out because he's like, oh, he's only human now.
Yeah.
He's like, I should have this, but he didn't, and I thought that was really cool. There was so much action happening. I was just like, oh, what are they going to do for the rest of the season? And I enjoyed what they did with the rest of the season.
yeah, it was a fun like paradox.
I like
Yeah.
the resetting of the timeline pretty much, and just like tweaking it, fine tuning it. Uh, it's fun to think about, like having that much power, and then you get introduced to like the new gods and like the old gods, and
Yeah.
and just Davion trying to relearn, and that other chick just remembering and like kind of feeling ostracized
Well,
from
it's
this current
interesting because
universe.
he has like he's all he did was all he changed literally in the universe was just bringing his daughter back to life. Everybody else was still alive. He didn't give himself any more power. He didn't like rule the world. He literally was still isolated in his tower area, just with his daughter, teaching her, educating her, living a life with his daughter that he never got to have, which was interesting, right? He was a villain, but at the end of the day, he wasn't evil. You know what I mean? He was just doing it because he's a father who loved his
He's a
daughter,
father.
and he wanted to bring her back. So it was interesting story, man. I'm looking forward to see what they're gonna do with the next season. Philomena's back. Who's gonna be the new villain? Is it gonna be him again? Is it gonna be Philomena? Like, it's gonna be interesting to see the new dynamics. Are we gonna get a reincarnation of Davion? Like, who's gonna be the new Dragon Knight?
Terrablade.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, Netflix, good job on these. Netflix sometimes does good with these shows. You know what I mean? And they don't
I
cancel them
just
early, but they cancel all the good shows early though. But
Yep, exactly. That's exactly what I was gonna say. I just hope they don't cancel.
yeah,
They have a knack for doing it right when it gets good.
You guys
Yeah.
too.
like
It's
it?
like,
All right,
ah,
it's done.
yeah,
ah.
that's literally what they do.
Damn. Fucking Netflix. No wonder everybody's changed their password.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
All right, so yeah, that's it for Dota Dragon's Blood review. Thank you for listening to the Los Wise Guys podcast for this special, also of just the Dota Dragon Blood. If you guys like the show, hit us up in the comics. Don't forget to like, subscribe, rate, share, and review. Let us know what you guys thought about the show. If you are a fan of the game, why don't you drop us a couple hints of what they might do the next season, if you know the story, or if this story has anything to do with the game, or if it's something completely different. That would be interesting to find out. I can find out this by doing some research, but I'd rather hear it from you. Um, Go check out the Los Wise Guys website. Go follow us at our social medias, links below. Thank you for listening, and have a great week.